Good evening. My name is Griff. I'm the Recreation Director for the City of Oneida. Thank you all for coming out. This crowd is awesome to see here to this great event. So, with that being said, welcome to the City of Oneida's ribbon cutting ceremony to open our first official section of the Oneida Rail Trail. The city... The City of Oneida and the Oneida Rail Trail Committee have been working on this for a long time. The idea of converting old abandoned rail beds into rail trails has been in the city's comprehensive plan for many years. But for many years, it was just a piece of paper. And there just weren't the people to get on the project, to get it going, and to get it rolling. And in the winter of 2010, that all changed. A not-for-profit group goes by the name of the Oneida Improvement Committee applied for a grant, CNY 85 grant, for $8,500 through the CNY Community Foundation. If the $8,500 was going to be the kickstart that the rail trail group needed to get the rail trail project off the ground. The big if in that was if we won. In order to be awarded the grant, the OIC had to beat out 27 other not-for-profits from Madison County, Onondaga County. The process of beating out those 27 other submissions is quite different from most grants. This process required each not-for-profit to garner the support of their local communities and get them to vote online for their project. Voting took place daily throughout the month of December in 2012. When the voting ended on January 1st, the Oneida Improvement Committee was in first place with over 14,000 votes. The OIC was awarded the money for the Oneida Rail Trail Committee that January. Just a little history, that month of December, we had to rally the troops to go out and vote every single day. So there's probably a lot of you people here who voted during that month and voted every single day and probably got a lot of annoying emails from myself and from Patty Meekin and from Joe Magioka and from Jamie Hart saying please vote, don't forget to vote, and vote with every email address you have, and please tell your mothers and everyone else to vote as well. And everyone did that because we had over 14,000 votes and we won, so that was awesome. Since 2013, when the Oneida Rail Trail Committee was formed shortly after we won the grant. After we won the grant, we're like, all right, what do we do now? Now we have this money, we get a committee together. We get the committee together, we start throwing out ideas, we start looking for other grants, and that's basically when the real work began. One of the highlights since 2013 is this past year we were awarded a grant for $772,000 that is federally funded. It's called the Transportation Enhancement Program. That money will be used to develop a 3.1 mile section from the village of Wamsville to the city of Oneida utilizing a portion of the West Shore Railroad and the Central New York Railbed. So that's just kind of a brief, very brief history of how we started a couple years ago to basically where we are right now. So with that being said, we have a few speakers here today, and I'd like to welcome our first speaker to the podium. She's the Director of Programs and Policy for Parks and Trails New York. Her name is Fran Gotchick. Fran, please come forward. Thank you.
Well, I am here on behalf of Parks and Trails New York to say congratulations. I can't say it strongly enough. This is a project that we have watched. I remember getting an email about an idea for a trail network in the city of Oneida, and I thought, no, that's a good idea, but gosh, that's pretty ambitious. But I didn't know who was putting that project together. It was all of you, and what you've done in a few short years is absolutely miraculous. We will be using your example as we work with other communities across the state, because what you did is you had an idea, You transformed it into a vision, and then you built support. I believe that support wasn't instantly there, but what you did is you showed people that you knew what you were doing, that you knew where you wanted to go, and you went after the funding and the supporters to make that happen. So 1 mile of trail, it's just the beginning and you know it. So congratulations, and I look forward to hopefully having the chance to come here many, many times for many, many other ribbon cuttings in this fantastic effort. Congratulations again to every one of you on this wonderful achievement.
Thank you, Fran. We invited quite a few people here today, and one of them is Senator Dave Dept. He was unable to make it, but he did send a letter that I'm going to read. Dear friends, I would like to offer a heartfelt congratulations to the Oneida Rail Trail Committee on the occasion of the official opening of the 1 mile section of the Oneida Rail Trail. I regret that my schedule does not allow me to attend today's celebratory event, but I do look forward to visiting soon. I am pleased to support the Oneida Trail project, and I'm delighted to see it progressing. The trail will not only have a positive impact for Oneida, but it will also promote healthier living throughout our community. We are fortunate to have a team of committed individuals working on this project and giving their time, energy, and talents to make it a success. The committee's dedication and hard work is commendable. Again, congratulations. I look forward to the continued success of the Oneida Rail Trail project. Sincerely, Dave Dept. Okay, and our next speaker this afternoon is City of Oneida Mayor Max Smith.
I have to warn you not to get too close to me for the rest of this proceeding, because I'm swelling up with so much pride, buttons are going to be popping, and you might get an eye out. I am thrilled and so proud of everyone who's been a part of this important progress on this rail trail. I think it bodes so well for this community. You know, mayors, we come along and we cut ribbons, we give speeches. I want to give accolades to all of the people who've really been involved in the planning. I'm going to forget some, but Jamie and Scott over at the planning department, Joe Maglioka, Patty Meekin, where's John? Where's John? There he is, our resident historian for rail trails, and all of the others that I'm forgetting. It's because of their passion and their commitment and their dedication that Oneida and the greater Oneida community will one day benefit from this wonderful resource. I'm so proud of them and so pleased that you're all here today to help be a part of this important milestone. Thank you.
Okay, we're almost finished. Just kind of gonna echo the remarks of the mayor here, and just there's a ton of people that really do need to be thanked for this whole project. You know, everybody that works from behind the scenes that you don't get to see, they're in the meetings, that are actually doing a lot of the work, and some of the groups and people that do need to be thanked. I have a small list here. First and foremost is the Oneida Improvement Committee. Without their initiative to go after that first grant to get us that $8,500, which when we got that $8,500, you would have thought we had $1 million. We're like, we're going to do this trail, we're done, you know, we're going to be going. And then, you know, we were pretty gullible, and we learned real quick, but that got us going in the right path, and now we're moving along. The Oneida Rail Trail Committee and all the members: Patty Meekin, Joe Maglioka, Jamie Hart, Scott Igmeyer, John Taby, Mayor Max Smith, all of the Oneida City Common Council. We thank you for your support. John Rauscher from the City Engineer Department, all of the trail volunteers who've been with us over the past couple years, who have helped clean up these sections. All of this work you see done here was not done by city workers. It was done by volunteers who spent their time to come out and to clean up our trail. The City of Oneida DPW, the Oneida Sign Department for making these beautiful signs, the City of Oneida Legal Department, and if I missed anyone else, it's not because you've gone unnoticed, it's just because there's so many to list. So We thank everyone for their hard work, and hopefully we have many more of these ribbon cutting ceremonies. Thank you. And just one last thing, Mr. John Taby, our rail trail historian, is going to do a guided tour down the trail when we get done with all the festivities here. So anyone that would like to take part in that, please hang around. And shortly after everything's finished. Sure. Come on up, John.
Good evening, everybody. My name is John Taby. I'm a railroad historian, and it sounds like everybody is quite happy over what's happened, but I can't tell you how pleased I am as somebody that has done research about these old railroad lines. And of course, the village and the city of Oneida, as history wore on, was pleased to have 3 railroads go through its community, and all of those 3 railroads are going to be represented in what has become the Oneida Rail Trail. And this first section that is opening tonight is part of the old New York, West Shore, and Buffalo Railroad that was opened on October 1st, 1883. And it was somewhat of a lesser railroad because it was immediately taken over by the New York Central. But in 1907, it developed to become Central New York's only electrified 3rd rail line. And right here at this crossing of Hubbard Place was where stop 23 was on the electrified 3rd rail. They called it 23 Skidoo. And what we're going to do as we walk down towards Lenox Place is we're going to travel the same path where these interurban cars used to operate, as well as steam trains. And when the Oneida Rail Trail Committee was first initiating all of this with Oneida's Common Council, and we were in discussions with the mayor, I told them that when I walk these trails, I still feel the thunder of railroading under my feet. And as you walk the trail tonight, maybe you'll think of the same thing. And there is a few things I want to point out along the way, especially closer to Lenox Avenue. But for all of you who have supported this effort, this is a wonderful thing, and frankly, not every community embraces this like the city of Oneida has. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John.
Okay, so without further ado, let's do what we came to do here, huh? Cut the ribbon. Mayor, Joe, why don't you come on up? Mr. Zogby, Mr. Bowe, come on up. You want to just help me slide this over? Right over there.
You gonna have a countdown?
Sure. We'll do a countdown from 5.
Good idea.
5, 4, 3, 2,